On June 25th, a Lee County jury recommended Wilson die for his crimes.
Find by a vote of 9-3 that Wade Wilson should be sentenced to death.
They deliberated for less than 2 hours. The judge gave permission for the scan as long as appropriate security can be provided by the Lee County Sheriff's Office for everyone involved with the appointment. LSCO has been ordered to transport Wilson for the brain MRI. Before that sentencing, Shirley filed a motion with the court to ask that a neurologist test Wilson to determine whether he suffers from injury to his brain. This is why Wade added more tattoos. Days after a judge okayed the delayed sentencing for a Fort Myers man convicted of the brutal 2019 murders of 2 Cape Coral women, court records have revealed their killer's evaluations will cost approximately $15,000.
YouTube Streets podcast, man. New Age plug. DVS. We in the building again. We back, man. We appreciate all the new people and all of our day ones as well. Appreciate all the love we've been getting, right?
Yep, absolutely, man. It's fresh and it's something new. I'm looking forward to all the new people and all the comments. We're going to be getting to those as well. I got a few bones to pick with some guys and some gals that got some things to say. So we'll be doing that as well. But it's refreshing. It's a something new, like I said before.
Hey, man, this case is, I'm invested to the point where people are challenging me, saying they know more than the case. They might know more, but eventually, so hyper-focused, I'm going to know this case in and out.
I think they're going to do a scan on his brain. They're going to give him some sort of, slap on the wrist when it comes to this death penalty. They're looking for all avenues. I'm pretty sure they're going to go with some sort of CTE. You can only really tell that when the person is deceased. They have to slice the brain and see whether or not it's been contaminated with that, right? But they're gonna try to find every avenue and every resource they can possibly, fall on, because they don't want to give him the death penalty. The lawyers, it's gonna look bad for lawyers. There's a whole bunch of petitions. They're gonna try everything they can. Now, are they gonna give him the death penalty? I am almost 150% sure that they are. They're spinning their wheels. They're just, I guess, trying to prolong it, I guess.
So they can only spend up to $15,000 on this scan or whatever they're trying to do to test his brain. And when it comes back a certain way, are they going to even consider what they're looking up and put him in a different, like an insane asylum?
That's something to look at too, because how does this affect him being sentenced? Like, how is this going to change anything? Like, what are we going to do? Cater to this so-called mental health that he had? I mean, we know he was under the influence of heavy narcotics, meth, right? So, on top of whatever mental health he has and the drug use, that was the perfect combination, the recipe for disaster for everything that took place to take place. I don't know. I don't really see the scan doing much. It's just, like I said, it's just they're trying to prolong it, and I guess they're trying to put more on inside the book that they're gonna make. Everybody's gonna profit off of this, and I just want to say, right, rest in peace to the victims. I must say that we haven't said that, and we should have.
And Mila and Kelly, technically too. So people are giving them a hard time. They deserve, all the healing energy we can give them, because we're gonna have to react to Team Wade.
Yeah. I've heard about Team Wade. I haven't heard anything personally. So this is going to be organic and fresh for me.
Wade Wilson, the man convicted of murdering 2 Cape Coral women, will have his brain scanned before his sentencing next week. I'm Fox 4's Alex Orenchuk, and I was in court on Tuesday when a judge signed off on those scans. Wilson's attorney, Lee Hollander, argued Wilson should be able to have his brain examined with MRI tests and a CT scan. Hollander said that a doctor found signs that Wilson might have brain damage, and he wants to know for sure before the judge decides how Wilson will be punished.
Based on a report by Dr. Rubino, he recommended, well, first off, he found evidence indicating, possibly indicating traumatic brain injury.
Without objection from the state, Judge Thompson granted the motion.
See that finger tapping?
Yeah, so I just want to let everybody know all these hand signals, that one that they're showing in the trial, he was actually just saying he wanted to get the fingerprints done. He was telling the judge that wasn't like some kind of unforgiven hand signal or something. What he's doing right now, yeah, he knows the ball. Obviously, look, the worst thing that could happen, he knows that he's going to die, right? So anything in between before death is positive to him.
Yep.
Like
absolutely.
today was positive. Everything's positive to him.
Yeah, he's
All these letters, these women, everything.
no, yeah, absolutely. The fact that they're even gonna consider doing this is I don't want to backtrack and go back on what I said, but I've seen some people get lesser charges and lesser sentence because they did have mental health issues. So I don't know. He might be able to pull a mental health card on this. I've seen it done. So it's a good possibility. It's a 50-50, man. If they do those scans and he comes back with some brain damage or whatever the case may be, they're going to use that. They're probably going to do what you said, Plug. They're going to probably take him and put him in some sort of insane asylum.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office will escort Wilson to the testing. The location and time of the testing are being kept secret for security purposes. Wilson was convicted on June 12th for the murders of 35-year-old Christine Melton and 43-year-old Diane Ruiz. The results of his brain scan will be received before his sentencing next Tuesday. At Wilson's sentencing, Judge Thompson will decide whether to move forward with a jury's death penalty recommendation or give Wilson.
So that test is going to be done Tuesday. No, sometime from now until he gets sentenced. That test will be done
This week.
This week in the week coming. Yeah, that's pretty hardcore, and it's kind of
That's the taxpayers' money too.
Well, of course, without a doubt.
Yeah, what do you think, man? So okay, let's say it comes back and he's worse than Aaron Hernandez.
Well, they only knew Aaron Hernandez was messed up because they had to wait until. That's why he hung himself. He wanted the CT scan so they could actually see what was going on because he knew there was something wrong with him. So the only way they're going to be able to see if he has CTE is if he dies or he commits suicide or whatever the cause of death is. That's the only way they would be able to see the CTE in him. They're saying that he has some kind of brain damage, or maybe he's delayed or something. But then where did he get this head injury or whatever the case may be? Or are they going to say, this is how his brain has been since he's been birthed? I don't know which way they can go with it.
Well, Wade Wilson has been in multiple car accidents, so I don't know if that has something to do with what his angle. I know that Team Wade mentioned that, and I know he's speaking to Team Wade, which they will be live in 30 minutes, y'all. 30 minutes.
We're gonna cover it. We're gonna jump over there. Don't worry.
My gosh,
we're gonna pull up on him. We're gonna
bro. Because look, everyone needs to understand the YouTube streets. We are right in the middle of covering phone calls from prison, Jumpsuit Pablo, and then all those other little channels and Nav Girl. And I actually seen a crazy video. We'll talk about that later too. And then we're covering Team Wade too, bro. Because who else is covering Team Wade?
I think nobody wants to touch it. It's too hot. But you know what? We touch hot shit, man, without gloves. So get used to it. And I just want to say, shout out to Zav Girl, man. She does her thing. She gets a lot of hate, but I like Zav Girl. Zav Girl does her thing, man.
So she definitely has a clip going on around out there. She was, I don't know, something to do with another case, but maybe that's enough. Maybe when we have her up, I'll ask her about it.
Yeah. Definitely ask her about it because she's into a lot of different things, all crime related. But she definitely she knows a lot about a lot of different cases. So look forward to that interview.
Now you guys can also see DBS. He has an interview out there with Ian Bick. Make sure y'all go. It's actually under your real name, right?
Yeah, Ian Bick, William Leahy. Uh, should be about a year ago. Shout out to Ian Bick, Locked In podcast. Good kid, man. I like him. He's solid. He very successful, very intelligent. He's a
Is
genius.
that your live story? Did you tell him your live story?
A little bit of it. He's got the gist of it. There's a lot of other things that have taken place that I can go into detail about, which we will. We'll be going into those things as we go along. I know you're going to do an interview as well. You're gonna be my interviewer.
Yeah, you, Ronnie, and AZ. We're gonna have that coming up very soon, man. I'm gonna interview you guys and get the real stories, these prison stories, these street stories, these real stories.
Yeah, man. Talk about the system as well. I mean, when you're going to true crime, you got to talk about the system. The system is designed the way it is. I don't want to get crazy into this whole spiel, but um, we'll get into it. We'll talk about the system and what it does to a young child. Uh, so I look forward to that, Blood. Appreciate you for making that happen.
Now, as you get this video ready for the German lady that actually wrote to the judge, her paperwork got released. She wrote to the judge and she asked him, please release Wade Wilson. She's Team Wade. She doesn't know a lot of English, but she does have some points, but some stuff I'm going to have you pause and I'm going to eat her up and I'm going to explain in a little bit.
Okay,
No
now
Corey. No Corey.
no Corey. I heard about this letter. I can't remember if it was Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, but there was somebody speaking about the letter. They were reading the letter. I was listening to it, and then for whatever reason, um, I had to go do something else, and I only heard a little bit more than half of what was going on. It's pretty interesting.
Dear Mr. Thompson, I have been following and researching the Wade Stephen Wilson case for several weeks now. I come from Germany and my English is not perfect, but I hope you can still understand me. I'm sure I know who's really behind the murders. I am shocked that as judges you do not notice the obvious discrepancies and convict a man who is clearly innocent. I am aware that you have probably received many letters in the last few weeks, but I will now list some of the discrepancies and connections from the witnesses in the hope that you will reconsider your judgment. It should be in the interest of the victims and survivors to find the real perpetrator and not to convict a man who has been framed by the witnesses and the judiciary. My discrepancies and lists are facts and not speculation. Hopefully you have already learned that all of the witnesses in this case have previous convictions for drugs, assault, fraud, and strangulation. 1. It is said in the trial that Wade Wilson unlocked Christine Melton's cell phone using Face ID with Christine's dead face.
All right, let's start there. Let's start right there. Can we look up 2019? Could you do that with your 2019 phone? Because isn't that something new? Like you could use somebody sleeping back then, I'm pretty sure.
So he would have to actually put her face back on it to actually turn it back on to having a face recognition. He would have to go through that whole process again.
Not if he gets it unlocked and then he does it one more time to switch it over.
Yeah, but then he would have to switch it back over at the end of the day and put her face back on it.
Oh, okay. They're saying that the face, so it was a lot. Or that's what I want to know. We don't know this. I didn't see paperwork on it. You know what I'm saying? Like this lady's kind of already reaching, bro.
Well, I don't know. Let's keep on listening because she's obviously convinced that she's got the fucking blueprints of this shit.
can't unlock an iPhone using Face ID if the person has their eyes closed. The phone will only unlock if you hold your face clearly in front of it with your eyes open. An iPhone unlocks itself after a few minutes, which means Wade Wilson must have known the code to unlock it. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to use the cell phone for the rest of the day. Christine Melton must have still been alive when Wade Wilson left her house. 2. It is alleged that Wade Wilson wanted to put the body in the trunk, but the victim's body was too heavy to transport.
They do get
It
heavy
makes
when they die, bro.
difference
I
to the
worked. I
weight
did
of the
vet. At
body.
least for animals, they did. Like I was a vet tech for 8 years, bro. Right? When they get rigor mortis, they get heavier. It feels like that.
It's only because they're stiff and it's an awkward. You're awkward because you're trying to respect and maybe not touch the body. But if you were to really get in there and lift it like a goddamn 2x6, you know what I mean? Put it right. You know what I mean? You put it right over your shoulder and just keep it moving. No.
No, I mean, I'm trying to think. I didn't carry them like that when they're alive. You're right. So but they're in bags, bro. You know. But he's acting like she was too heavy for him to carry it to the trunk. I actually believe that he couldn't carry her because look how he fought. We seen the fight.
Yeah,
He doesn't look strong at all, bro.
Well, he does have a lot of
Big for nothing. Big
no, he
for
is big.
nothing.
No, I said that. You could tell on that fight, that slap boxing, whatever that was, because he didn't know anything. You know, his feet were off, his hands. He was jabbing with his palm. You know what I mean? And he was bewildered, man. You could tell that he's never really been in no real hardcore fist fights, man.
Body, whether it already has rigor mortis has or not. The corpse was rolled up in clothes, so it made no difference whether the corpse was stiff or soft. The real perpetrator intentionally left the body in the house so that it would be quickly found by the police and linked to Wade Wilson. 3. Jason Shepard emphasized in his testimony that he took his own cocaine. What kind of drugs did Jason Shepard give to Mr. Wilson?
Yo, let me find out Mr. Shepard is inbred.
Hey, don't blow his cover.
Don't blow his cover.
According to the statement, these were not clean drugs. Jason Shepard didn't open the door when Mr. Wilson rang the bell to get his cell phone back. Jason Shepard states that he heard the bell and he also knew that Wade Wilson rang the bell to get his cell phone back. Jason Shepard is said to be driving the Dodge Hellcat on Sunbury. Why is the car found a day later at Edison Bar? 4. Melissa Montanez says Wade Wilson attacked her. Her nose exploded and there was blood everywhere. Why was no blood from the victims found on Wade Wilson when her nose literally exploded?
I thought that's false
Diane
too.
Ruiz wouldn't have gotten in the car
Because they found him with blood on his hands. That was his own blood. His DNA matched with the victims.
The DNA that was on his hands matched with the victims, right?
Yes.
with Wade Wilson if he was covered in blood. Benson's witnesses say the attack on Montanez happened at 7:30 a.m. Montanez says she didn't see Wade Wilson's calls and messages until 8 a.m. because she was asleep beforehand. Amy Slobodzian tells police that Melissa Montanez met someone at the Buddha bar and spent the night there. In the trial, she again says that Melissa spent the night on the sofa at her house. 5. According to the doctor, Christine Melton was found to have severe head injuries under the scalp. Why didn't the police seize a murder weapon in Christine Melton's house? Why wasn't the clothing with which Melton was rolled up checked to see if the clothing was actually Melton's clothing? Wade Wilson's DNA was found on...
See, I think we're not doing this justice because of the fact that we haven't covered the trial yet. I think the fact that I'm missing trial details because I'm learning it as we go, right? But this chick is super invested.
She's lusting. She's full of shit. Listen, It's getting to the point where the YouTube streets might declare war with Team Wade. I'm just telling you right now, but continue. I mean, it's getting to that point, bro.
Fuck it.
On the curtain rod, why exactly was this curtain rod rolled up with the victim's clothes? This is a clear sign that the real perpetrator wanted to draw attention to Wilson and presents the victim, including DNA, through the curtain rod directly to the police. If the curtain rod had not been rolled up directly with the victim, the police would not have found Wilson's DNA. 6. Melissa Montanez says she can't remember where she met Wade Wilson. Every woman on this earth can remember the place and or the date when she met her partner. Melissa Montanez and Joshua Lukic have known each other for a long time. They have a photo together on Melissa's Facebook profile from February 14, 2019. Joshua Lukic knew about the attack on Melissa at Mila Spa even before Wade Wilson arrived at Matthias Graphics. I will explain to you in the letter for Wade what the witnesses all have to do with each other. 7. Steven Testaseca has a lot of debt. You can easily research it on the internet. Why should a father testify against his own son if there is no money in game is? Why did Testaseca's wife not directly let the police listen to Wade Wilson's alleged confession on the phone, but only wrote messages to the police? Mr. Testaseca emphasizes in the statement that Wade Wilson is a good storyteller to convince the jury that Wade Wilson cannot be believed. Steven Testaseca was deliberately chosen as a witness in order to bring a credible witness to the trial. I mean, no father would testify against his son if the actions weren't true. I'm sending you the letter I wrote to Wade Wilson today. You can read it all over there again. 8. Diane Ruiz's wallet was intentionally placed at the school as bait. If Wade Wilson had really been covered in blood, Ruiz wouldn't have gotten into his car. Wade Wilson allegedly choked Ruiz during the ride. When a woman fights for her life, she defends herself with all her might. Wade Wilson would no longer have been able to drive the Nissan without an accident or would have had an unusual driving style that would have been seen by witnesses, since it was in the middle of the city in the morning.
Oh my
The property
gosh.
where Diane Ruiz was found was uneven.
Too much, right? She's going too hard on this
Oh my gosh, dude, she's giving me a headache. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. I thought she was coming with, because I'm all for the conspiracies, but we also got, like you said in the beginning of this live, everyone's forgetting about the victim. So the conspiracies are a little bit of, but again, she's trying to find the right people that killed them. So I don't know, man. It's just it's a cluster.
No, it is. It is a cluster.
You should have seen blood, clothing, skin, or hair on the underside of the Nissan. Police did not examine the underside, although, according to witness statements, Wilson drove over Ruiz's body 10 to 20 times. 9. Patrick Power saw the Nissan at the location at 12 p.m. or later. At 12 p.m., Wilson is recorded by the camera at Matthias Graphic. Patrick Power could not identify a driver. These are just a few of the discrepancies in the whole case. I have many more. If you would like to have these, please contact me by email. Then I will send you any further discrepancies. The witnesses in this murder case all connected to each other and are all criminals. Joshua Lukic and Melissa Montanez known each other for a long time. Both are connected to Mila's husband Lorenzo Pietro Del Vecchio. Lorenzo is a convicted and registered ex-offender.
No shit.
You can also see this on the internet
Wood chipper.
Get the wood chipper.
at jacksonville.com. There he is listed under ex-offenders near North Nicholas High School in Cape Coral. It wasn't a coincidence that Jason Shepard connected with Wade Wilson at the Buddha Bar has recorded. Wade Wilson was trapped from that point on in the Buddha Bar, lured. Joshua Lukic's wife was charged with driving under influence in 2022. And now guess who her lawyer is? Hanukkah Daniel, Lee Hollander's partner. That's also why Wade Wilson's defense attorneys don't make any effort to represent him. Wade
She does have that right, though. I mean, his lawyer did say what he said today about the whole brain scan thing, but anything other than that, man, that dude was like, I don't know, man. He was a little standoffish. He just didn't seem like he wanted to be involved, but he had to for some odd reason.
I
Just to-
learned more about the judge too through Strange Embers podcast. There's a little bit of conflict of interest as well. So I there's definitely some weird stuff
Well,
around the
you got-
trial. Definitely.
you gotta bring me up to date on this shit, man, because that's where shit gets interesting. When there's a conflict of interest in a judge, and if this chick is making any kind of sense at all, I know it's hard to listen to the accent and the AI. That's really AI. But if there's really a conflict of interest, man, this just keeps on getting interesting and interesting. It's like one hit after another, man. Think about how many people are invested in this and really paying attention. Because I haven't, nobody's really paying attention to the news or anything that's going on right now. God damn,
Okay.
man.
Another thing too. Being from Florida, New Age Plug on my New Age Plug channel, I when I rewatched our live yesterday or rewatched our video today that we dropped. Appreciate all the love, y'all too. A lot of love in this one. I appreciate it. I seen that. I was like, dude, you know what else too? I was gonna do all this on New Age Plug, but I got demonetized. So I was like, you know what? And we were at a weird phase on this podcast, and we were gonna try different stuff. AZ's doing the shorts. AZ shorts killing, by the way. Yeah, AZ's shorts so funny. Y'all go watch that. But yeah, so when it's like, and then it was Lee County. I'm from Manatee County. Obviously, I've been to Fort Myers. My brother lived in Cape Coral. Cape Coral to me was nice, like compared to Fort Myers. You know what I'm saying? Fort Myers with the shits. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Fort Myers. I've heard some stories about the hoods over there and how it goes down, man. Yeah, it gets wild, man. And like I said, there's something in the water in Florida in general, right? So it's wild
So
already.
my brother Chris lived in Cape Coral, and they were just building it, so everything was new. Like the shopping centers were new. Like his house was new. The development, it was nice, bro. And this was like back in like we were playing PS2 online, so this had to be '05. Because I was a freshman '05, so this is like '01, '01, '02. You know what I mean? And this is Cape Coral. I remember Cape Coral. So, and my mom lived in Gulfport, St. Pete. That was really nice. Gulfport, St. Pete that shit is fucking nice, bro. Bogasiega, salute to Bogasiega. But yeah, nah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like I was gonna cover Florida cases, so it just made sense. Now we did it over here. Now they all like saying, "Oh, you some clout chasers and all this shit." Yeah, bro. This is what it is, right? This is like, you know what it is too. It's really hard for us to stick on a topic. You realize that? Like we YouTube streets, we had to cover all the YouTube streets. So now that we stuck on one topic, everyone's like, "Oh shit." You know what I'm saying? I'm hyper focused on this Wade Wilson shit. I want to know because there's two different endings. I want to know the endings of the phone calls, and I want to know the endings in the real time of what going to happen to him. Is he going to die, or is he going to prison the rest of his life? Which that gives him the possibility of hitting parole and actually getting out one day. People don't understand that,
I'm pretty
right?
sure they're gonna do it. No, I think they're doing life without any kind of chances of anything happening. Like he's gonna die in prison. He's done.
So either way, he's dying in prison.
Yeah, he's dead. Either way, is it one is
Either way,
a
his
few
last day is
years.
going to be prison.
The way this is gonna go is it's just gonna be a few years shorter than natural death, I guess, because some dudes stay on fucking death row for 10, 15 years. I'm guessing they're gonna get it. He's gonna be like next on the list. He's probably gonna get skipped. So I don't know, man. Or he could just sit up there until he gets old, and then he gets content. They see that he's getting into his program, and he's like living, and then they'll say, "Yep, next Friday."
These COs, right, that are giving him a hard time. What do you think the worst thing they done to him in there? Because all I've been hearing, he's been complaining on these calls, at least verbal stuff, like
Game. That's game. I don't think the COs is doing much because they know he's a high profile case. He's got a whole bunch of lawyers and shit. They're just letting him do what he wants because they know he's gonna die soon anyway. So it's like, yeah, listen, man, If y'all let him get away with it, then you know what? We're not fucking with him either because he'll go. He obviously told on somebody too. He gave in some state evidence on somebody who wanted to hire him to kill somebody else for him. I think it was the man's wife or some crazy shit like that. So this dude will tell, you know what I'm saying? With a little bit of pressure, he'll rat. You know what I mean? Try to save himself. So they know that too, man. They know he'll try to get them jammed up, and he's too hot to touch, man.
Hey, RIP to Breezy, but look at this before she died. This is like, you know how the power of the tongue is? Look at this.
Death right around the corner and prison, my next door neighbor. I think she was trying to say that more towards this dude. But yeah, man, just be careful what you speak, man. Speak spells, man. That right there, she was probably thinking about it in another way, and that shit flipped on her ass.
Hey, she became the favorite kiosk person. Like, people hate kiosks. Dude, they hate kiosk Kristen, bro. They hate her.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, man.
I don't even know where to. I don't even know. You know what? And I try to be conscious of what it is that I say, right? Um, and I just want to be, respectful a lot of the times, and I want everybody to, really understand. Uh, but I'm about to just say, you know what, man, fuck it. Christian Kiosk, she's another person that has the same syndrome as Wade, just not in a violent way. She's capitalizing off of the situation. She's taking advantage of the clout because she knew all this stuff was going to be recorded, man. She's another sociopath. Uh, Now she's trying to clean up her act, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like she knew what she was doing years ago, looking into all this shit, because she knew what time it was.
She sounds different, though, like you said. I was listening to the interview. We're trying to get her on, but I don't think she likes us.
Yeah, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? And and if she did come up there, I wouldn't be easy on her. Tell you that. Um, you know, so if
Well,
she
you
does
also
come,
said there ain't no meth in New York.
well, there's meth in upstate New York, closer to the border.
We're back on this shit.
Pennsylvania and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But New York City, that shit is far and few in between, man. It's not really out here like that. Um, that if that was to, like, really hit the streets, man, we're in fucking trouble out here in New York City. You think it's bad with migrants? Let fucking meth come here. Oh my god, that'd be a recipe for disaster.
Hey, if your dog kills somebody, would you turn your dog in?
Absolutely not.
I knew it. And you love your dog more than your kids.
Holy shit! Don't say that, bro. That's not nice. I love my kids. I love my dog and
I'm
and
just
my
joking,
children
but
the
I'm just
same.
saying. You
I would do the
see how
same.
you responded to that, though. See how you guys are like, oh,
But dogs are,
we
but see, dogs. Man, I'm gonna start deflecting. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I don't like that feeling. You just put me through there. It's a very different
that was
situation,
a
bro.
curveball, wasn't it? That was a
That what, and I
curveball.
swung that shit too. I swung. I
I
swung.
got you. I got you.
You got me. You got me.
Oh my god, everyone gonna eat you up. That's what we love about these comments, man. We read all of them, man. Y'all make sure you go in the comments, leave a comment, positive, negative, however you feel about us. We are gonna read it, and we might respond to it. Honestly, we
Yeah,
might.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I got a few comments that I wanna set the record straight about.
All
We'll
right. Well,
get
you
to
send
that.
them. You send them to me next episode. We'll have it. We'll be up here tomorrow. This one's probably gonna be out tonight. This is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday in hell. No pun intended. Sorry. R.I.P. Breezy too. That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry.
She's you know what? I'm not gonna fucking say it. Oh,
Was right in the interview with
she's waiting for Wade with the tacos in hand.
NBC2. Mila Spa is used for prostitution, human trafficking, and drugs. Please read carefully the letter to Wade Wilson that I sent to you. I explain everything in detail and with evidence. Don't do this for my sake, but for the victims and their families. I expect you to reconsider this case with my evidence by August 27th, 2024. All evidence I present here is solid evidence and not circumstantial. The trail and the witness statements were only incidental. Best regards. Jennifer Thiel.
You crazy. Lady, you crazy.
Yeah, she's out of her rabbit ass mind. I don't know. It might be an angle, man. It might be helping him, or it might be probably pissing the judge the fuck off. Like, yo, who are these crazy women that keep on writing, thinking that he's fucking innocent? We already got him fucking telling on himself on recordings. These fucking women are out of their mind, bro. He's cooked, bro. He's fucking done. Put a fork in him. It's over.
You keep saying cooked. What does that mean, man? Because you saying he's, he
Yo,
might
bro.
not get death penalty after this brain scan.
Listen, man. One way or another, man, he's gonna die in prison. How it happens, we shall see. But he's cooked. He's done. He's fried. Cooked, baked, sauteed, however you want to fucking accept it. He's done.
DBS, let me clear something up real quick, brother. That motherfucker can have that $30. I don't want it. I regret even calling his punk ass. So you can tell all your TikTokers that shit, boy.
Oh, shit. This is the live right here, man.
And I dated Chaos Kristen because she's related to me. How you think that connect happened, you dumb fuck?
Hi, everyone.
Fuck Wade Wilson.
And
Fuck Team Wade.
so
motherfucker.
excited to be
Dumb
able
crack-
to come back and
dumb
talk
crack
to you
ass
all
cracker.
again here tonight. We're just going to give it a few more minutes to
I'm
have
out-
some
I'm
more
out, though.
people
Just
hop
shout
on
out
in,
you,
but
CBS,
we're
I'm
so
out.
excited to be able to talk again. So we'll start here in just a couple minutes. Hang tight. Enjoy some tunes.
She's got tunes on, man. She's pulling them in, man.
Everett has 2 warrants out for his arrest right now. He needs to just not even come up here. Is this Team Wade? Are we ready?
She's got something going on with hold on. She wants she's pulling an AZ, man. Make him wait. You know what I mean?
Well, how is that pulling an AZ? AZ is always on time.
Sure is. So this is what she's got going on over here. She's got music playing, Wade's Team Part 1. Update on Wade, legal update, debunking rumors Part 1, live questions and answers. So
How many supporters does he have? Can I see the chat?
how do I get to that? Hold on. Full screen,
Let's
picture
get to
in
that.
picture. No. Orientation, theater mode.
Let's get to that.
I can see the chat on the side. All right, let's slow this down. All right.
Oh, they changed the name. You see that? They changed the name because I've been going hard on them, bro.
Steven Wilson's no.
Wade's team. It's not Team Wade no more. It's Wade's team. Okay, Wade's team.
Wade Steven Wilson official. Live with Wade Team Part 1. That's what it's saying. So let's get to these comments, man. Let's see how the crazies are acting. Blue Hearts here. Don't come on here just to hate. Okay. Mute comments.
Okay, we got y'all.
Save Wade. Love you, Wade. Hugs XOXOXO. Hello, Wade's team. We are with Wade. Wow. This is getting scary. I don't think I should have this. I don't think I should have this. I don't want to keep on repeating this shit.
Everybody in that chat, you support a chomo.
Yeah. Facts.
You support a killer.
Facts. He's innocent.
And you all should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, these women are out of their mind. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild. So yeah, we're just waiting for her to see what's going on.
Be sharing.
Oh, she's here.
So we've
Hold on.
actually
Okay, let's
decided
go.
to make this a 2-part event.
Oh, let's go.
So tonight We're going to cover some updates on Wade. On top of that, we're also going to talk a little bit more about his.
Now, can you hear her talking?
I sure can, and she's
trial
loud and clear.
Being denied, potential new attorneys, and then we're also going to take some time to debunk a few rumors that are going around, because there's quite a few that are going around, and we want to make sure that we bring some clarity to the situation. And then
So, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
What, did you get clicked out?
I don't know what happened, man.
We're not live. They don't even know we're recording this yet.
Oh man, what the hell? Live has ended.
Whoa! Did the courts end it?
No, I don't know, man. That's you're getting conspiracy crazy on me now. Holy shit. Maybe it might come on. Hold on. Let's go back. Ah, it's over, bro. It's done. They ended the live. It's a wrap. I don't know, man. That's wild. What's that about? Oh, because they're Wade supporters. Somebody got their channel taken down, bro. Gotta be.
Whoa!
So they got the Wade Crusaders. They got them.
I told you, we're at war.
Oh man, they took that poor lady's channel down, man.
Holy moly, man!
Well, not the channel. Let me take that back. They took down her live for Team Wade. So somebody.
Can she go live again? Can she go live again, or she can't ever go live?
No, she'll be. It all depends. She might have to go through the appeal process. Let's see what's going on. You know what? I'm kind of digging her channel as well. So let's do this. Share screen.
What did she get to say? Anything?
She didn't really say much. She just gave an introduction of what it is that she was going to be presenting 1 and 2. And that was pretty much it.
Bro, now I'm starting to believe these conspiracies a little bit, man. This shit's getting kind of crazy. Like, how did shit get took down? Because he's making money?
Nah, man, because Team Wade, nobody supports this fucking bullshit. These are the women that are all for him saying that. Did you see the comments that I bring up? They obviously think that he's innocent after everything that's been said and done. Admission. Still. So Team Wade is no longer. It's over for Team Wade. Team Wade is the big homie is about to get executed. What you gonna do then?
Damn, dude. What are they going to do? They're going to make another TikTok.
They're gonna jump on the next bandwagon that we cover, I guess. Whoever's in the news next.
Would you interview her?
Interview
Marion? Team Wade Marion?
I would be super hard on her though.
She's going to come with that presentation. We can't talk. We're just there to let her talk. But I don't want to get our shit took down. I don't know what the fuck she's going to talk about. Who knows what angle she's coming with? I'm going to have to interrupt her. She's coming with some bullshit.
Live. It's over. The live was very short-lived. Very short-lived. But let's check out this channel.
That's Courtney.
This is like a real this is a sympathy channel, bro. This is
I know all about this channel.
Yeah, well, I'm new to this, man. I just got put onto this when you told me.
No, you're good. It's just that's where the Funly came from. This channel.
Oh wow.
What's the conclusion? Because Team Wade gets shut down. That's why might call this, man. Team Wade gets shut down. I was gonna do the brain surgery title, but title for this pod, I think it's Team Wade shut down in real time.
In real time, yeah, I think so too. I mean, I'm gonna go back and check it again because she wasn't on for very long. Yep, still nothing. Still nothing, man. It's over for her, man. She's probably got some sort of strike over there. Probably a few. I mean, people probably ragtagged everything that was going, and we might have been the ones to help. Think about that.
Fuck Team Wade.
Hello, everyone. It's me again, one of Wade Wilson's closest friends. Although I won't disclose my entire name, you can call me B. I wanted to give some details that I said I would about the location of the sentencing on the 27th. I would like to see a respectful rally with people outside wearing blue. Blue is Wade's favorite color. It would be beautiful to see a sea of blue. You can make signs, saying, "Let Wade live, his life matters, save Wade, justice for Wade," and mostly, new trial for Wade. Now, there are victims involved in this case, and we have to be respectful of that and their families. They are not Wade's victims, but there are victims nonetheless. We are not going to be nasty. We are going there with the purpose of saving an innocent man's life and letting the judge and everyone know that we don't want this for him. He deserves a new fair trial. We all know that. So what I'm envisioning is everyone buy a blue t-shirt if you don't have one already. They're probably $1 or $3 at Walmart, literally, in the crafts section. Or wherever you want to get a blue t-shirt. And we can all just, stand outside, or whoever can make it can stand outside, have your sign. And ideally, the walls will be rumbling with us chanting, "Save Wade." I want the judge to hear us inside. Again, we have to be respectful. I don't want anyone getting in trouble. I don't want any fighting, any of that. I don't want, if there are anti-Wade people there outside, I don't want anyone being disrespectful to them. None of that. That is not who we are. That is not how our community is. We are about peace, love, light, and saving our boy. So the location is Lee County Justice Center, 2075 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Fort Myers, Florida, 33901. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be attending inside. I do just want to mention that makes me a little nervous. Although I want people there supporting Wade, I don't want to piss the judge off by him thinking that anyone's making a mockery of the situation at hand or being disrespectful. It's fun that Wade has a lot of wives, but the judge isn't going to think that's cute. So we have to keep that in mind, that it honestly might be best for everyone to stay outside. This is a serious trial, and Wade's life is at stake. So we want to take it very seriously, and everyone really needs to be respectful of the entire situation at hand. Don't forget that his life is at stake here. So obviously you're more than welcome to attend, as it is open to the public. But I also do think it's going to be a circus. I think there are going to be so many people there that, keep in mind, they may not allow everyone to be inside. Now, I don't know. This is just what I'm assuming. But regardless, everyone will be able to be outside. I will keep posting about this up until the date. Want to remind everyone to also still, please, please, please sign the petitions. It's free. I think I made a little confusion yesterday talking about if you donate to the change.org website, which is where the two petitions are, that just helps push them out. The website likes if you donate to it, and in turn, it pushes it out to more people. You do not have to donate. Donate to Wade's Fundly and the new money raising account
for people in other countries that can't access Fundly, save your money and put it towards that. We still are raising money for a new lawyer. Go to @Wade Stephen Wilson official page to donate, and go to my bio, the Let Wade Wilson Live bios on TikTok or Instagram. I have the links to both petitions. I run one, and a girl from the United Kingdom runs one. It's imperative that we sign both and share them out. Once you sign, it's going to ask you if you want to donate, and it's going to ask you if you want to share. Please, please, please share like crazy. I'm going to be submitting these to the Florida Senate, Wade's lawyers, soon. But I would really like to get the numbers up to at least 50,000 signatures. Ideally, I wanted 100,000 signatures because that's when it gets in the hands of Parliament. But let's get it to 50,000 signatures. We can do this. It is so important. Again, I know I say this all the time. You can go to the Let Wade Wilson Live bios in the link tree. Both of them are there. Click each and sign each. You can go to Google, type in Wade Wilson petitions. Both petitions come up at the top of the page. Or you can go to the website itself where the petitions are held, change.org. Again, just type in his name, Wade Wilson. They're both going to come up for you. Appreciate you so much. And just know, Wade is going to see all of these signatures, and he's going to absolutely be smiling so big. I've spoken to him about the petitions many times. He knows who runs them. He is very aware of them, and he loves the petitions. So he does know about them. If you had any questions about that, and he says thank you. Well, when I had access to talk to him, he said thank you. We know that his communications have been shut off for the most part. But anyway, sign the petitions, donate to the Fundly if you can. Of course, that purpose is for a new lawyer. And lastly, before I ramble on for hours, I could give you a podcast. The Wade Stephen Wilson official page has come out with a really fun idea. Take a selfie wearing blue. It doesn't have to be any type of particular clothing. Just rock something blue. Take a selfie. You could even hold a little sign, like write something on it, like Justice for Wade, and be holding that in your selfie wearing blue. That would be super cute too. And you're going to use the hashtag Justice for Wade, and then of course hashtag Wade Wilson, so it gets out there. Just post it on your profiles, and let's really get this trend going. So the internet is just a literal sea of people in blue supporting Wade. It's such a dope idea. I love it. He would freaking love it. He will love it when he's told about it. Like, this stuff that we're all doing, it makes him so happy. You guys have no idea. He loves it. It makes him feel hopeful. It just makes him feel loved, which we all know he was lacking love his entire life. And now, oh my Lord, do I cry every freaking audio? You know, he's just never really felt that. And he feels it so strongly now from so many people worldwide. And it's just the most beautiful thing. It really is. And he deserves that. He's a beautiful person, and it just makes me so happy to see everyone coming together as a community to save his life. Like, it's really beautiful. So thank you to all of you, and I will be back and talk to you soon. Have a great day, everyone. Spread the word, sign the petitions, donate to the Fundly, rock your blue.